Traditional bread recipes often get passed down through generations, but here's something fascinating. This Middle Eastern flatbread called manakish zaatar only requires 20 minutes of hands-on time yet carries centuries of cultural significance in every aromatic bite.
That's such an intriguing contrast. The simplicity of preparation versus the depth of tradition. What really catches my attention is how it's essentially the Middle Eastern equivalent of pizza, but with this incredible spice blend called zaatar.
Well, let me break down what makes Zaatar so special. It's this magical combination of sumac for tanginess mixed with thyme and sesame seeds. You know what's fascinating? Every family seems to have their own signature ratio, sometimes adding oregano or marjoram to create their unique blend.
That reminds me of how Italian families each have their own secret sauce recipes. So how did this recipe come to light?
That's actually quite an interesting story. The author lived in London with easy access to fresh baked versions from local bakeries, so they never bothered learning to make it themselves. It wasn't until they moved away and lost that convenient access that they finally gave it a try.
Oh, wow. Sometimes we don't appreciate something enough to learn it until we can't easily get it anymore. Right?
Exactly, and here's what makes this recipe so approachable. The dough is incredibly versatile. You can make either 5 large flatbreads or 8 medium-sized ones from a single batch, and, get this, they actually compare it to an all-purpose dough in terms of flexibility.
Well, that's really interesting about the customization options too. Like adding different types of cheese, such as halloumi or akawi, or keeping it traditional with just the zaatar blend.
Speaking of technique, there's this brilliant baking method where you use an inverted tray or pizza stone in the oven, preheated to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And, here's a clever tip. You dimple the top of the bread before adding the zaatar mixture, which serves multiple purposes.
Like what? I'm really curious about the science behind that.
So those dimples actually prevent the topping from sliding off and stop the bread from puffing up too much during baking. And here's another family secret they shared, adding a little water to the zaatar mixture if you're having issues with it burning, which apparently results in a softer texture.
That's exactly the kind of detail that makes traditional recipes so special. These little tricks that get passed down through generations.
You know what really impressed me? The practicality of this recipe, you can freeze it for up to 3 months, which makes it perfect for busy households. And reheating is straightforward, just 20 to 25 minutes in a low temperature oven if it's frozen.
Well, that kind of accessibility really brings traditional cooking into the modern world, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and let me tell you about how they suggest serving it. It's not just bread, it's part of this whole experience. You can make it part of a traditional breakfast spread with labneh and fresh vegetables, or include it in a meze platter alongside hummus and baba ganoush.
The way they describe that breakfast spread sounds amazing. All those fresh ingredients complementing the warm, aromatic bread.
And speaking of aromas, imagine your kitchen filled with the smell of fresh bread baking, mixed with these incredible zaatar spices. The author mentions it became one of their ultimate cozy, homey smells, and I can totally understand why.
That sensory experience really connects with memories, doesn't it? Like their childhood visits to Lebanese bakeries.
You know what makes this recipe so special? It's taking something that might seem intimidating, this traditional Middle Eastern bread, and making it accessible to anyone. The detailed instructions break down every step from making the dough to achieving the perfect bake.
And the emphasis on quality ingredients, like using good olive oil, really shows how simple components can create something extraordinary.
Let me share one final thought about why this matters. In our fast-paced world where we're often disconnected from our food, making something like this zaatar bread from scratch helps us reconnect with culinary traditions that have been perfected over generations. It's not just about the end product, it's about the process, the aromas, and the memories we create.
That's such a beautiful way to look at it. Creating something meaningful that brings people together while carrying on traditions and making new memories.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into something super exciting, the Mediterranean diet. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sure, it's a diet, but it's way more than just losing weight or counting calories. Picture this. You're lounging on a sun-drenched terrace in Florence, enjoying a fresh salad bursting with vibrant colors. We're talking ripe tomatoes, crunchy cucumbers, and some lovely feta cheese, all drizzled with extra virgin olive oil. Doesn't that sound heavenly? It's more than just a meal. It's an experience.
Oh wow, that sounds, incredible. So what exactly is the Mediterranean diet? Is it just about eating salads?
Great question. The Mediterranean diet emphasizes plant-based foods but goes beyond just salads. It includes a variety of delicious elements. Think loads of vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, and nuts. It encourages whole grains while limiting red meat. Just imagine swapping that thick steak for a delightful piece of grilled fish alongside fluffy quinoa. The idea is to enjoy foods close to nature. There's plenty of variety.
Oh, so it's not super restrictive then? That's, interesting. What kind of health benefits are we looking at with this diet?
Exactly. It's not about deprivation at all. This diet can significantly lower the risk of cardiovascular disease and chronic conditions. Huge, right? Think of it like this. If you're a car, running on the right fuel will help you last longer and run smoother.
Whoa. So you're saying it's kind of like food that helps your brain times work better too? How does that even happen?
Yes, precisely. Our brains need nutrients just like our bodies do. Antioxidants found in fruits and veggies protect our cells, just like how an umbrella shields you from a downpour. Plus, omega-3s from foods like salmon support brain function. Isn't that cool?
Wow, that's, super fascinating. I would only think about eating for my muscles or whatever, not my brain. So if I wanted to, start integrating this diet into my life, what should I be eating?
A smart question. Start your day with steel-cut oats topped with berries. So good. For lunch, try a bulgur salad filled with fresh vegetables. And for dinner, how about some grilled salmon with zesty mango salsa? Trust me, once you feel the benefits, you won't even miss sugary snacks and processed foods.
That sounds amazing, but what about, those sneaky added sugars and super processed foods? How do I avoid them?
Excellent point. Just like our bodies can get used to junk food, they can adapt to wholesome options too. It's all about moderation. Limit added sugars, sugary drinks, and refined carbs. Imagine it like cleaning out your closet. Decluttering can feel so liberating.
Oh, that makes sense. Diet detox for your pantry. But what if someone is vegetarian or gluten-free? Can they still follow the Mediterranean diet?
Absolutely. The Mediterranean diet is incredibly versatile. You can easily adapt it to be vegetarian or gluten-free. For example, swap meat for chickpeas or lentils, and there are tons of gluten-free grains available now. It all revolves around whole, unprocessed foods that bring joy and health to your life.
This is really exciting. But isn't it also about the social aspect? Like eating with others?
You hit the nail on the head. Social meals are a big part of Mediterranean culture. It's not just about the food, it's the connections made over those meals. Picture gathering around a table, sharing stories, and enjoying life together. It amplifies the dietary experience.
Oh man, I could totally visualize that. It's like going to a festival or something. So, in summary, the secret weapon here is extra virgin olive oil, right?
Exactly. It's like the superhero of the Mediterranean diet. Packed with antioxidants and healthy fats, extra virgin olive oil contributes to all the benefits we discussed. But remember, before starting any diet, always consult a healthcare provider to tailor it to your specific needs.
That's, super helpful. Thanks for breaking this down. I can't wait to explore this diet more.
Welcome to Afsan Farm Kitchen, where our cozy farm kitchen brings you healthy, delicious, and globally inspired recipes. With a love for Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cuisine's vibrant flavors and nutritional goodness, we make it simple to enjoy wholesome, flavorful meals at home.